What's up everyone? On today's video, we're doing a market update of Ocean County, New Jersey. We're gonna cover a couple of different things like the location, some market statistics, mortgage rates, and a few others. If this is your first time to the channel, my name is Steve McCutcheon and I'm a realtor at Berkshire Hathaway. On the Live in Central New Jersey channel, we cover everything related to the Central Jersey real estate market. So if you want to be the first one to know what's going on in either Monmouth or Ocean County real estate, feel free to click the bell, hit the subscribe button. Let's get this video started. The first thing I want to touch upon is going to be the location of Ocean County, especially if you're coming from out of state or looking to move here. Ocean County, as you can see from the photo popping up, is going to be located along the east coast of New Jersey. It's kind of centrally located for the most part, but it's going to be off to the right, off to the east coast. Maybe the southern portion of Ocean County is probably when you start to get into South Jersey a little bit, but to each their own, you can make that decision. Ocean County is going to be the largest of all the counties in New Jersey. It comes in at just under 915 square miles, which is pretty large, with Jackson Township being the largest municipality at just over 100 square miles. We have a couple different major beach towns in the area that a lot of people go to, some high touristy areas. That's going to be Point Pleasant and Long Beach Island. Those are probably going to be like your top two. And then third, I would say, in terms of maybe where you want to go to, I'd go to the other two first, but me personally. But you have Seaside Heights. That's probably going to be the most famous just because the Jersey Shore is filmed there, the TV show. So you have plenty of different locations you should check out when you get to Ocean County, and highly recommend doing so. All right, now let's get more into the real estate side of Ocean County. We're kicking off with just some market statistics. We have active listings at 1381. So these are homes that are currently for sale in New Jersey or in Ocean County. We have pending listings over at 1292. A pending listing is going to be something, or an active listing that accepted a contract and is currently working with that buyer. So the seller and buyer have met, they agreed upon terms, and they're working together. And then closed listings, we have 1787. So that's going to be from January 1st of this year to April 3rd when I'm currently making this video. So as you can see from the numbers I just tossed out at you, the active listings and pending listings are very close to each other. They're within about 90 homes. So pretty much when a home is coming onto the market, a buyer is swooping up within the first weekend or two. It's not a terrible thing, right? You want to see homes turn over. It's nice to be selling and not have, be on the market for forever. But at the same time, we're not stacking inventories. We're not stacking any listings in our current market environment. So buyers have limited options. They're bidding on homes. They're getting outbid maybe, right? There's some price wars going on. So it's a little bit tough and a little bit of a harder market to navigate in a sense. Right now, we have 2 months worth of inventory. This is called the absorption rate. So in a sense, essentially, if we had no more homes getting listed right now in this current period when I'm making this video for the next 60 days, we would have just enough inventory to last that long, nothing more after that. So what does that mean? We have less than 6 months worth of inventory. So less than 6 months of an absorption rate is a seller's market. 6 will be neutral, and then above 6 would be a buyer's market. This lets you know who has the power in negotiations and what kind of market we're in. So if we're sitting at 2 months when 6 is neutral, it's obviously a very heavy seller's market. This is going to cause prices to go up. Seller has pretty big power in negotiations. They can pretty much pick and choose if there's anything. Let's say something comes up on the inspection, they really don't have to fix it or maybe even credit that much money, anything along those lines. They just have a lot more power than what they would have if it was a neutral market or a buyer's market. During the spring times when we typically see the most amount of homes come up for sale in any real estate market. From about March up until June, that's our biggest surge, and that helps carry us through the rest of the year on top of all the other months obviously too. But the main thing we're seeing is that's not quite the case this year just yet. We're seeing in April and we haven't really gotten that. A couple different reasons why I foresee this being our typical market for the next couple of years. First thing is about 40% of homes are owned free and clear in the entire US, which means those homeowners have zero mortgage on their property. They're just sitting in here raking up all the appreciation. Not really much of a need to sell there. The other percentage of homes that do have a mortgage, about 80%, have something about 5% mortgage rate or less. And we're sitting at 7% rates currently right now. So again, not much of a need to really sell right there. If any of these people have a major life event, let's just say like a death in the family, they're upsizing, downsizing, whatever the case is, there's a legitimate need, then yes, they're going to list regardless of their financial situation or if it makes realistically sense or not. They have a need, it's going to get listed. The other major way we're going to see more homes come to the market is new construction. So obviously that's going to be builders building more homes in America. That's not just in Ocean County or just in general. The problem with that is they need to borrow money too. They're not sitting on mountains upon mountains of cash. They have to borrow money in order to make these homes. So they're affected by these interest rates just as much as a typical buyer would be too. So building is down. It's definitely on the increase from what it was back in the pandemic area or pandemic time frame, but it's not where it needs to be in terms of helping ease this inventory issue that we currently have. So right now across the entire US, I know this is supposed to be an Ocean County video, I'm just throwing out some more general numbers to you, but across the entire US, we have 650,000 listings for sale, which is up actually, believe it or not. It's not as bad as it once was back in 2022. But we usually pre-pandemic levels, we're about 1.1, 1.2 million active listings for home, which is kind of balanced, but still in the seller's market at that point too. So we are still halfway behind where we need to be. All right, so that's pretty much my rant about the housing inventory that we currently have right now in the US. So let's get back a little bit into the more Ocean County market. So prices right now are up about 15% from 2023. I don't think that's exactly accurate just yet though. So the median sales price is $435,000, but sales above $500,000 are up about 23%, while the other ones below that are down quite heavily. So I don't think that's just because all the homes are just that much more expensive anymore. I just think we have more sales in the $500,000 plus range versus what we've had in the lower bracket. Ocean County does have a pretty big adult community population in between like Manchester, Toms River, and a few other towns. So they do have quite a few homes that are going to be on sale between like $150,000 and $300,000, and we just haven't had as many of those typically. The median days on market is also going to be 26 days, which means from the day the house is listed, it's going to take 26 days to go under contract. Obviously, they're going to have to go through attorney review in the meantime, so it's not just pending just yet. So that gives you about a 20-day period right there. From experience right now, I'll let you know that a lot of my buyers, if I'm taking them out on places, pretty much within the first weekend, you have to get in and see that home because you might even have to put in an offer before the weekend's up. You really don't know right now. So what are some things you can do as a buyer to get going, get that house that you really want? First thing is come pre-approved. If you want to have to talk to one of my lenders, I'd be more than happy to recommend it. I have quite a few of them. But you have to come pre-approved. If you're not, and then you're waiting on documents and being sent over, and it's on a Sunday night, you need to have that offer in by Monday at noon, chances are you're not getting pre-approved just in time. So have your pre-approval, know what you're looking for, what price range, all that kind of stuff. Second thing is limit your contingencies as best you can on your offer. More likely than not, someone else is going to be out there trying to waive an appraisal or waive something on the inspection. I wouldn't say that. To have your inspection, limit it to just informational purposes only, or just some major structural damage that could possibly be in the home. So this way you can always back out if something is too costly to repair for you to do. Second thing is have your appraisal on there. Don't waive the gap unless you are really, really cash flush, or find a mortgage broker. I do have one right now that's currently offering a rate buy down for you and an appraisal gap coverage. You can use either one of them. So highly recommend checking out and shopping different programs for you when you're looking for buying a home. Last thing is you're gonna have to offer a decent amount on a house. If there's gonna be multiple offers, chances are it's going to be over asking price. So don't be shy when you're doing this. I know it hurts twice as much when the rates are at 7%. I get it. So what I would recommend doing if your budget is up to $500,000, start your search around like 450, 475, give yourself some wiggle room. So this way if you find a home that you really like, you have the ability to actually go out and win it during multiple bid situation. All right, now looking on the flip side of things, what are some things you can do to help sell your home in Ocean County? First thing is going to be price competitively. And I'm not saying list so far under market value or anything along those lines, but you have to price competitively in the current market environment that we're in. The reason being is interest rates are 7% right now for buyers. So anything that's overpriced, they're probably gonna be a little bit more sensitive to that rather than when it was during COVID times, rates were down 3%. Money was basically free to borrow at that point. They didn't really care as much. You could pretty much slap any number on there and their home would sell regardless of what it was in. Second thing is update certain things that buyers are going to be looking for. Obviously, kitchen and bathrooms are definitely going to be one of the top priorities in the house. Next thing is going to be maybe some big major appliances, utilities, that kind of stuff. So is the HVAC system in your house old? Maybe throw in a 1-year home warranty for your buyer to help ease their pain or ease their cost potentially in their first year. Is the roof pretty much falling apart or leaking? I would probably recommend getting that fixed. Anything that you know that would possibly detract someone from wanting to purchase your home probably would be worth updating for that point. The last thing I would mention is just be reasonable when it comes to the negotiation table. Obviously, we're in a heavy seller's market right now, and the buyer's going to do what they can to appease you, but don't go over the top and try to take advantage of it. It's just not going to be, it's not right, but then also two, the buyer's going to feel that on the other side of the table, and then maybe they're going to back out due to something that you're not willing to cover financially, whatever the case is. Maybe some big inspection item came up and you come to a standstill. Just be reasonable. If something's definitely wrong, fix it if you can, or not just credit the money. That's all I got for you guys today. Hope it was a big help and you learned a little bit more about the Ocean County market and just the US market in general and what we're seeing currently in our housing trends. If you're looking to move to the Ocean County area, feel free to reach out to me. All my contact information is down below in the comments and the description. Whether you're 1 month, 3 months, 6 months, even a year out, it doesn't matter to me. Let's just get you on the right path towards your real estate goals. And if you're looking to move to a different part of the Ocean County area or Central Jersey area in general, check out the 2 videos that are popping up and hopefully help you out a little bit too. Have a great day.